Hey guys, it's Forsaken, and I'm bringing you Annie, the Dark Child. Annie is a very good character, and she can be used several different ways. I start out with a mana crystal, health pot, and a mana pot. You can also start out with 2 health pots if you are good at last hitting with Q, because you'll never run out of mana. Because she rarely needs to go back to get mana due to the fact that her Q spell gives you back the mana you use when you kill a creep or a champion with it, you can stay in a lane extremely long. I'm going to demonstrate this a little bit for you guys so you can see that I don't use any mana when I last hit with it. One of the most important things to do with Annie though is to harass your opponents. Many people fear you because you can have a stun up very quickly, and you should always use that fear to your advantage. Keeping a constant harass on an enemy with Annie is very important because you want to keep them from last hitting and farming up. When you harass enemy champions, be conservative with your spells. Don't just blow them all on champions. Use your auto attack to hit them and harass. It does moderate damage and the range can be quite annoying. And you can keep your mana up by, spamming Q on last hitting creeps. Most people only use Annie as a solo mid carry, which is perfectly fine because she's very strong nuker. But you can also play her as a dual lane champion. Like I said, even in a solo lane and a dual lane, you can single-handedly win games if you farm well enough and get fed enough. You can bait many people into false security at low health and just turn around and burst them to nothing, as I did with the Ashe here. People fear Annie's stun. Combo that with 2 nuker spells and a nuke ult, and she's a burst damage god. When you get to the team fight stage and you and your team are roaming, you should try to keep your stun up as much as possible. I usually bait the non-stun, which means I leave it at 4, and I pop E and then drop stun Tibbers for the initiation when we get into a team fight. It is a good move because it catches a lot of teams off guard. They see that your stun isn't up and they want to initiate, but then it's up as soon as they get there to fight, and then you catch them off guard, and it helps win a lot of team fights. You are most definitely the best AoE burst champion in the game. The best build I found for Annie, and the one that I found most effective for me, is a tankish type Annie. You go for a quick catalyst, then a Magi's and sword boots, finish your Rod of the Ages and build a Riley's. This should give you around 3k health and about 2k mana. It provides you with enough of a presence to be feared damage-wise, and makes it so if they do focus you, they can't kill you quickly enough, and it is invaluable in team fights because you can either escape and your team just dominates them, or you live long enough to keep spamming spells and dominate them yourself. My rune book is something like red magic pin, yellow health at 18, blue AP at 18, and my quints are 3 flat health quints. So I end up starting the game with like 500 and something HP. My masteries are also the basic for an AP champion, 9021 utility spec. As always, thanks for watching OCD Techies, brought to you by Forsaken. Please like and comment the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.